Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, actually. It's great to be here in Miami. It'd be nice to have my own slides, by the way. Great. Excellent. So, I've been involved in rare disease development for basically my whole career. I've been chairman and CEO of a company named Protalix. We had the privilege of bringing 2 drugs through FDA approval for Gaucher's disease and Fabry's disease. And what we're trying to do now is a new set of development of treatment of rare skin disorders. It's great to be back in Miami. 18 years ago, when I raised capital last time in Miami, I was privileged to have Dr. Phil Frost and additional Miami-based investors join Protalix. That led eventually to, as I mentioned, 2 FDA approvals and $1 billion company. And I hope we'll be able to follow with another round, and this time in the area of rare skin disorders. We will tell you about 2 different drugs that we are developing. One is been given as a cream, and the most and more promising and more, I would say, broader spectrum one is an oral drug that we are now initiating its clinical development. So let me just tell you a bit about what this is about. 100 years ago, a British physician named Olmsted described this devastating skin disorder in children. There is currently no treatment for this disorder, Olmsted syndrome. And a few years ago, it has been found that a specific mutation in an ion channel called TRPV3 that is in charge of calcium influx into the skin is directly linked to this disorder. And very soon thereafter, it has been found that a larger number of skin disorders called keratodermas and ichthyosis are also related to overexpression of this gene. What we have done in Kamari Pharma is to identify inhibitors, specific inhibitors of this mutation, and we believe that by using these inhibitors, these new drugs, we will be able to reverse this devastating manifestation in these children. Currently, as a rare disease, there is no treatment whatsoever for really treating these patients. And what we hope to be able to do will be the first time in medical current treatment to be able to come up with a safe and specific treatment for these patients. There aren't that many patients throughout the world. There's about 200,000 patients in the, I would say, Western advanced medical communities. Nevertheless, from a financial perspective, these are all rare diseases, and we have actually obtained orphan drug designations from the FDA and the European authorities for the treatments we are developing. So we have already performed a phase 1 study with our cream. You can see the data here, recently presented, and we're privileged to have Professor Eli Sprecher, who is not only the CEO of Ichilov Hospital, but also a leading physician in the field and was part of our study. And we were able to see that the drug actually has an effect on these patients. And what we're trying to do now is take our oral drug and start treating more severe patients, going back to the Olmsted syndrome patients, and initiate a clinical trial in these patients this year. So what we're trying to do now is, first of all, setting up the clinical trial setting. We'll be starting in Europe in a few months from now, and we are now raising our financial round. We're over 3/4 through what we're trying to achieve, and we'd be very happy if there are additional investors who want to meet with us and talk to us. Hopefully, the second Miami escapade will be even more successful than the previous time we raised capital in Miami. Thank you very much for your time.